Hey everyone, Nostalgia Goggles 43 here. Thanks so much for tuning in this evening. Tonight we have the Detroit Pistons, and of course we also have the guy we expansion drafted from the Pistons, Oliver Miller. Only basketball card I still have. Guy at work gave it to me in honor of the stream, so thanks again to JD at work. Let's get right to it. Oh, look at that! There we are. It's the Timberwolves. Maybe I should watch these Raptors play. Really freak out Spitz when he gets here. Oh, Trevor, come on. Oof. 0-6. These guys are not off to a good start. Nice fake roughing. Can't execute though. Oh, that's a real shame. Good timeout. Alright, that's enough of that. On the plus side, all my equipment's working so far tonight. Start button's working, all the colors are normal. So let's hit our starting lineup. Once again, Oliver Miller, who is not actually on the trade block. We might try to get a triple-double with him anyway. We've been doing. Murray in first. And roughing in for Stoudemire. Simmons, Miller, and Rogers. That'll be our starting five. By far the best performing lineup with Oliver Miller in it. And before we get started, just a reminder for those of you who are new, 10% of anything I make tonight or subsequently from the stream goes to the Retina Foundation of the Southwest. They're doing great work trying to cure macular degeneration, other such diseases. Please support them. There is a direct link in my Twitch profile as well as in the YouTube description of this video you're watching on YouTube. Let's get started. Palace of Auburn Hills. As you may recall, growing up I was a big fan of the Bad Boy era Pistons. I always appreciated the way that they were a defense-first team. Reminded me of my hometown Syracuse Orangemen. Alas, these were somewhat lean years to be a Pistons fan. Most of the team was dismantled by this point, with Joe Dumars still there. Grant Hill just coming up. He, of course, was not part of the championship squads. Ooh, I don't usually lose those. Wonder what that means. Probably means I didn't jump fast enough. Pressure up. There we go. Good try, Miller. Good hustle. Oh. Oh. That's not good. It's looking a lot like that video we watched earlier. Oof. Man. That's really not good. I haven't even gotten the player I'm supposed to be locking yet. Where is he? There he is. Alright. Well, we've had better starts. Nope. Nope. There we go. It's amazing to me that the default in this game is automatic substitution, given how lineup-driven individual player performance is. I can't imagine why you would want that. Look at that. No one has missed a shot yet. After all I was just saying about being defense first. Alright, Simmons. You've made your point. This lineup will not return. Murdoch. Ellis. Pinckney. Miller, and I think Rogers still. Yep. There we go. See if this group does any better. Alrighty, they're doing better. Woo! On a 2-0 run. Here on Nostalgia Goggles for 2. There it is. I think we've found our lineup. Of course, shooting directly into Otis Thorpe is not usually something that ends well for anybody. Well, a little too far under the basket on that one. Whoa! Hairball Joe Dumars. Oh! That's not very nice, Otis. Not very nice at all. Nope, that's not going in. Nice. Field goal percentage for both teams having taken a nosedive at the beginning of the game. Ooh, Grant Hill. Solid D there. There we go. Nice layup. Still not doing great, this lineup, but good sight better than the last group. There you go. Look at the stifling defense. Oh, I didn't even see Lindsey Hunter there. Good thing he didn't try to block my shot. Probably would have. Height disparity notwithstanding. Oh, Grant Hill! Throwing it down. Run the double team. Triple team. And the foul. Good penetration, Oliver Miller. There's Miller, a real-life member of the squad. Nicely done, Murdoch. Good dish. We have our first lead of the game. Ha! Certainly making him foul me. Nicely done. So Hunter to the basket. Doesn't fall. Oh, gets his own rebound. Nicely done. See if we can drive this in here. Whoa. All right. Floating jumper. Now that we have gained the lead, the Pistons regrouping. Allen Houston with the charge. This is a breakout year for Houston. His contract was up. Real life, he signed with the New York Knicks. If this game had a franchise mode, he probably would be one of the free agents we'd be going after. Fits in well with what we normally try to do. Tonight's offense notwithstanding. Oh, you got to put somebody under the basket. Lechner just trying to shove. Pretending he's Bill Laimbeer. Who is not in this game, but is, of course, in the all-time great Super NES classic, Bill Laimbeer's Combat Basketball. If you haven't played it, I'm kidding about it being a classic. It's not a very good game, unfortunately. Although, I did have it as a kid, because it's called Bill Laimbeer's Combat Basketball. How can you not buy that game? At least for what I paid for it. Oh! Sloppy pass on my part. And I didn't learn. But it worked out anyway. So many charges. Nice. This lineup definitely found their footing. Yes! Terrible bounce. Terrific field goal percentage for Miller thus far. Throwing it down. Oh! That was a nice drive. Faked me right out. Yo, Ratliff. It's rookie campaign. Oof. So I think this is a plus 17 lineup so far. Very nice. First time we've run this one. Too bad we'll never be able to run it again. Wow, 82% from the field. That is a good way to win basketball games. So just make a quick note of that. Plus 17, minus 4 on the first lineup. And we'll give Simmons a chance to redeem himself. We will run David Stoudemire. And Ruffin as a shooting guard. Simmons. Oliver Miller stays, and AC Earl comes in for the first time. Now we've played almost everybody. King and Massenberg are in the last lineup. They have not made the court yet. Oh, not even going to contest it. He's standing right there, too. There we go, Allen Houston. Like I said, the kind of player we would be looking to acquire in the off-season, if there was an off-season in this game. Super NES didn't believe in off-seasons. On-season the whole time. So we're still scoring okay, but they are scoring much better in this lineup. But as long as we keep shooting 84% from the field, I hardly think it'll matter. Get that, Simmons. Oh. That's why we picked up Beltrain for his defense. Oh. Ugh. I didn't get a good angle on that. And have my goggles adjusted. I think I might have pressed the shoot button a little early, which, as longtime viewers know, the shoot button is double duty with the hand check button. And if you, on offense, off ball, you can still hand check, but you cannot catch a pass while you are hand checking. Sort of like real life. We're up 13. This lineup came in, so currently at negative PM. Ooh, it's a good dump. A basket purchased for us by Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder, patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. If you'd also like to buy me a bucket, you can check out my Patreon. And if not, no worries. Just enjoy the show. Oof. Miller's losing steam. It was like half of his missed shots this game. Not one possession. Is that Terry Mills, I think? Didn't get a good look. Yeah, seems to have been. Oh, charging. Good defense, I guess. I'll give it to him. Yeah, I can't stay mad at the Pistons. Get that out of there. Get that in there. I don't like the way my star blends in with the paint when I don't have the ball. That is what I don't like about playing in the Palace at Auburn Hills. It's the only thing I don't like about playing in the Palace at Auburn Hills. Well, Don Reed, you earned that one. Certainly gave me enough opportunities to score. All right. Timeout. Only up 10. So that lineup does not come back. And my fourth lineup with Miller at power forward, believe it or not, has Tony Massenberg at point guard. They just solved the problem of how to get Tony minutes when we are player locked on his position as well. So I'm gonna run with it. Put King in, and Earl can stay. We'll see how these guys do. All right. No one around. Miller just casually puts it in the basket. It's no big deal. Nope, get back. Oh, Allen Houston. Oliver Miller. Throwing it down with authority once again. Oh, home crowd does not like that call. I didn't see it, so I don't know. Oh, no, Miller. That's the side of the backboard. Need the front of the backboard, if anything. Many shots, you don't need a backboard at all. Miller shooting very nicely. Putting on a good show for the Pistons, what they could have had. Rebound King. Dish to Miller. Throwing it down. Shaq style. Good direction change. Faked out D. Get that board, guys. Oof. Point forward, Tony Massenberg. Oh, another charge. Good. Of course, barring patron intervention, the trade deadline is coming right up. This will be the final game as Raptors for half of the lineup. Tony Massenberg will head to Philadelphia, as will Trevor Ruffin. Is that right? Yeah, and then we send whoever we get from Philly to New York. That's right. And then, who else? Jimmy King goes to Dallas. Lionel Simmons, Indiana. Very nice. Wow. .6 rebounds for Oliver Miller. Down to 79%. Losing our touch. Defense. Who is the Hawks' all-time leading scorer, and what is his nickname? Go with Dominique Wilkins. What did they call him? He was the human highlight reel, right? We'll go with that. Maybe he was humanitarian and philanthropist like Tim Troy, or the great like Spitz, or a doctor and an ambassador. Well, he was French. There you go. Like Dortmunder. Thank you to our patrons for their support to make this possible, and also wanted to recognize the Retina Foundation of the Southwest, with whom I'm not affiliated at all, other than giving them 10% of anything I make. I admire them from afar. They're doing a lot of good research to cure blindness in the very old and very young, imagining a world without goggles. Please support them, if you feel so led. So that lineup was not stellar, so we'll go with the one stellar lineup. Which means this may be the last time on the court as Raptors for Tony Massenberg. And a Cyril. Coming in, Carlos Rogers, also likely to be departing Canada in the near future. I'll make sure this was right. Murdoch, Ellis, Pinckney, Miller, Rogers. Yep. We'll see. The triple-double isn't looking likely, so we might just give some more minutes to the guys we're saying goodbye to once he gets to 100. Oh, what was that? That's better. In the basket. That's where the ball goes. A steal by Ellis. Dale Ellis very unselfishly stepping aside to let his teammate share some of the spotlight. Still the league leader in scoring, despite having a significantly diminished offensive role of late. It's just silly how much better this lineup is than everybody else. Whoa! Where's the whistle? Ugh. Refs. Uh-oh. Guys, don't come apart now. Maybe the game heard me. But this lineup isn't so great. Think this lineup is so great? I will stop you. I am the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and you are here for my entertainment, not the other way around. Get through that. Wow, that was a nice one. Purchased for us by Spitz the Greatest. Patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Thank you for your purchase. That was real pretty. Get that out. Whoa. Take it back, Miller. Take it back. Yes! I wasn't sure that was going to work. $20 is our biggest lead of the game, I do believe. I should have been there for that instead of remarking about it being our biggest lead of the game. Dirty Grant Hill. Dirty play. Oof. Well, so much for free throw shooting. Eric Murdoch. Terrific steal. Nicely done, Miller. At this rate, he'll hit 100 before the quarter's out. Shooting nothing but twos. Terrific field goal percentage. Dumars still has a trick or two up his sleeve. I was trying to remember if this was his last season. I think he had played one more. That was a bad pass, and we were lucky to keep the ball. Spectacular dunk. So that's the kind of thing I miss when I play 2K. Maybe I just wasn't very good at 2K, but it seemed to me that the realism came at the cost of doing things like 180 and 360 dunks in traffic in the middle of a game, which is, of course, not realistic. But if I wanted realistic, I would just watch. And the Raptors have been on a tear lately, of course. My dad is a Nets fan, and he had to call me to rub it in when the win streak ended recently. But still, third best record in the league. You know? If I want realism, the real Raptors are providing plenty of that. I mean, I don't know what that was. But it's beautiful. No words. Should have sent a poet. Oh, wow. Putting it back. Don't worry, Pinkney, I boxed him out for you. Nope. Okay. Let's try on the foul there. Here they go, running up the clock. Just don't like to see these milestones. Here we go. 100. 101 to be specific. There it is. Over Miller has made it. So let's do a quick triple-double check. See if he's anywhere close. I don't think he is. I don't even think he's got a double-double yet. 80% from the field. 81%. Has 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 1 assist. Ain't gonna happen. So we'll let the quarter finish, and then I think we'll use the fourth quarter as a tribute to the Raptors who are leaving. This is the way I say it. Thank you. We'll turn player lock off, put them all in before Ellis fouls out. We'll let Oliver Miller rest on his laurels with a job well done. Let him get a few more. Why not? Houston, we have a problem. Good throw down there. I wanted to actually do have to play defense back here. Joe Dumars has range. There we go. Unique human highlight film. That was close. 10 of his first 11 seasons. That is impressive. All right. Miller will sit down. Good work, Miller. We'll put Trevor Ruffin in at point guard. He's heading to Philadelphia. And shooting guard, we'll play Jimmy King in his natural position. Why not? Off to Dallas. Lionel Simmons heading to Indiana. Tony Massenberg also to Philadelphia. And Carlos Rogers to Charlotte. We have one other player who is leaving as well, AC Earl. So I guess we'll let Rogers take a little break, get a breather, and he can come back in later in the quarter. AC Earl will be heading to Milwaukee. Didn't mention that. We'll turn player lock off. Just let all these guys have a chance to get some touches before we go our separate ways. There we go. Jimmy King. Solid throw down. Real life second round pick. Finished the year with Toronto, but and the off season was traded for Popeye Jones. And rebounding, as you've certainly noticed by now, is not our strong suit. So Jones would be a big asset to us in that regard. Somebody get a board. Thank you. And Trevor Ruffin never actually played for the Raptors in real life. Was expansion drafted by the Grizzlies. Didn't sign with them. Wanted more minutes. Ended up signing with Philadelphia. Wanted to figure out a way to keep him, but in terms of being realistic, since our patrons had asked us to acquire Muggsy Bogues 5 or so years too early, we decided it would be unrealistic to have him stay with the team. Oh. Lionel Simmons, a little too overzealous on that rebound. It's a guy who in real life played his entire career with the Kings. According to the source I found, he was unprotected in the expansion draft. And was nearly traded for Antonio Davis to Indiana during his career. And we're going to need some help in the bigs department, especially since we're losing Carlos Rogers. So it's an early career, Antonio Davis. Real life Raptor. There's Simmons throwing down. Nope. Not get it over to Tony Massenberg. Team punching bag. Had a 12-year career in the real-life NBA, solid contributor. Whoa, that pass is ill-advised. Majorly supported by Tim Troy, humanitarian and philanthropist, who purchased us that bucket. But he was also the driving force in acquiring Muggsy Bogues for the team, so he's comfortable parting with Massenberg. And then AC Earl. Actual Raptors expansion draft acquisition. In real life, finished the whole season, traded in the offseason for Sean Rustberg. It's a strong outside shooter. More in keeping with the style of our play, what AC Earl does. Next dead ball, I think we'll bring Carlos Rogers in. Tony Massenberg. With authority. Man, if only King was shooting that way, the game we tried to take him to 100. King is the only player besides Benoit Benjamin who have played with us at some point this year who will certainly not get 100. Even AC Earl did, more or less like that. Stoudemire still hasn't, and of course the players we haven't acquired yet have not. But King was not on pace to make it, and we were not winning the game, so we had to pull the plug. AC Earl on a hot streak. Now I've seen everything. Whoa, Simmons. Alright, so we'll sit Tony. And Earl is indeed hot. Then Carlos Rogers, real life Raptor acquisition in the BJ Armstrong trade. And one of our plus-minus leaders, individual leaders for the season. Has definitely been our top contributing big. I guess Pinckney has added quite a bit as well. But he's not a player I wanted to let go, but he's the only logical choice to trade for Muggsy Bogues. Bogues did end up playing for Toronto later in his career. But before that, he was traded to the Warriors. Wanted to get one last 3 in for Ruffin at least. It was traded to the Warriors for B.J. Armstrong, along with Tony Delk. And since we got Rodgers for Armstrong, I figured that's only logical. Great. Oh. Had to take his moment away from him, didn't you, Lindsay? And that's how his time. So Raptor draws to a close, missing free throws. Turnabout's fair play, Lindsay Hunter. The refs didn't even call it. They knew. There we go. I want to make sure Rodgers at least had one more chance to throw down. Oh! No! Not get the fast break working. All right. Way too far. Rodgers making things happen. So we wrap up yet another victory against these Detroit Pistons. And say goodbye to the 5 guys you see on the court before you. Best of luck, gentlemen. No hard feelings. Thank you for all your contributions. Certainly nothing personal. Yes, you can't get away with that when you're the power forward and they're the point guard. Ruffin gets last shot. Nope. Player of the game, Oliver Miller. No surprise there. Still managed 80% from the field for the whole game, even if our three-point shooting was atrocious and our free throw shooting was even worse. But quite a few assists, as usually happens when we're not player locked. Defensive numbers definitely improved after halftime. Quick look at our player stats. Ruffin, the only other guy who ended up in double figures. A little surprising. Look at that. Our worst field goal percentage was 57 for AC Earl. We won't talk about our other types of shot percentages. Great plays all around. Is that 9 assists for Pinckney? Dang. Alright, and then on Detroit's end, things a bit more balanced. Allen Houston only had 11 points. Felt like more. Probably because of his three-point shooting, which we'll see shortly. 3 for 4. It's exactly the kind of thing we need on this team. Not 1 for 4. Assists for Dumars too, so he ended up with a double-double. Only double-double of the game for either team. There we go. Breakdown by quarter. Even our off quarter was 76. It's wild. Wesley Miller, see there. Solid shooting all around. Great way to end an era. And all the shots from me. I did not let the computer shoot at all tonight. We'll give that a little save. Let's see, jumping to February 22nd. We'll be taking on the Jazz. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Come back tomorrow night. We'll be playing the Utah Jazz with our new team. And then next week, we're down in Phoenix, take on the Suns. I'm Nostalgia Goggles for 3. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.